had Kevin McCarthy, that just gutless, blow-dried piece of garbage.
You're talking about Donald Trump's future chief of staff there, Tim.
Or maybe VP. He floated himself for VP in the New York Times. I don't know if you noticed that. The New York Times was doing a story on VPs. I wish I had it in front of me.
Well, since RFK turned it down. RFK turned it down, so Kevin McCarthy jumped
the New York Times was doing this story. Mike Bender is a great reporter. He's doing this story on the categories of people that Trump's looking at for VP. And weirdly, Kevin McCarthy is on the record quoted in it. And we'll put the link in the show notes so you can see the exact quote. But like his quote is like, Donald Trump really needs somebody that he knows is loyal, that has experience working the halls of Congress, that can get his agenda passed. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this Kevin nominating himself for VP? I think it was.
I mean, I guess he has experience getting fired by Trump before.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
He's qualified for the job.
On the job experience. Anyway,
he knows how to pick out the starburst.
Had he just, I know, it's like none of the National Review people, none of these people will listen to me. They'll all be like, oh, you guys have TDS. This would never happen. Had Kevin McCarthy just listened to us and gone to a few normal Democrats and said, hey, guys, I know you're mad at me, but let's cut a deal. Da-da-da-da-da. We're going to do this. You guys get this. I get this. He would still be speaker, and the Republicans would still have a bigger majority because that motion to vacate was only powerful if the Democrats were going to vote against him, right? Matt Gaetz only had 9 people.
As I remember, the Democrats were not willing to entertain that because of what he did about January 6th.
And so maybe it never would have happened. But I just think if there's a hypothetical world where Kevin humbled himself.
Yeah, he didn't try.
He didn't try. Had he humbled himself and went to Hakeem Jeffries instead of just going on TV and dunking on Democrats and blaming Democrats, saying, "Oh, the Democrats are going to put a crazier person in." Remember that argument? And like we got chastised by people on right wingers who were like, "You guys are Democrats. You're going to put a crazier person in because of Kevin McCarthy because you have so much TDS." It's like, look what happened. The Democrats did it. They got rid of Kevin McCarthy. They got a person that's maybe crazier and is like, if you're going down a checklist of views, but it's turned out to be more responsible.